Hi guys! So today is going to be the very first of our first round of our little Blood Bowl tournament. There's going to be 6 teams, which means we'll be going over the next 5 weeks. And today's stream is going to be... Hi Dan! So we're going to be playing a game. Today is going to be ElSquishy versus Red, and we are going to be seeing a match between halflings and kislev. I have the 2 game masters in the chat to say hi.
Hello, ElSquishy here. I'll be playing as the kislev, or When Nords Fly.
And I'll be in charge of halflings, also known as the Mootland Mad Bear.
And mad they seem, you've got quite a bit of petty cash there.
Yes.
Halflings are reasonably cheap, though I have a suspicion over why you have so much spare cash. Red, do you want to elaborate, or will that be in a little bit? I mean, I can spill the secrets if you want, but...
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes, it is for the Halfling Master Chef.
Ha ha ha. Mike, okay?
Yeah, Halfling Master Chef is caked up. In this edition, I think it has a chance to steal rerolls from me, right?
Up
to 3.
Oh my lord, I should not have bought free rolls.
It's fine. Normally I only run with 1 reroll, and normally Red steals that 1 reroll, so I end up with none from, like, first absolute round.
So, the game is live. You should be able to find it now. It is Halflings vs. Kislev. Remember to hit search, anyone searching on Blood Bowl 2.
Here we go!
Ooh.
So I am down 3 rerolls.
Yes, and ElSquishy has no rerolls as I stole them all, which starts me with 6.
You stole all of them?
Yep.
That's insane!
It's alright, he's only little, so he needs it.
Yeah. Okay, chat. So, who's your money on? Have you got any suspicions on the outcomes? Place your bets. I'm optimistic, so I'm going to say 2-1 with 2 touchdowns to kislev, 1 touchdown to halflings, but a very near second potential touchdown from the halflings with a near 1-turn touchdown throw teammate.
That is a sizable prediction.
I'm optimistic.
Right, I think I'm going to position deep here. I do not like Tree Man. That's not bias.
On the mantelpiece.
Yeah, so to follow on from earlier, I have the Halfling Master Chef, which you roll 3 dice at the beginning of each half, and on each 4-up, I gain a reroll and they lose a reroll. In addition, I have bought a Bloodweiser Babe, which gives me a +1 to knockout to rolls to recover from knockouts, making my fragile halflings just a little less fragile.
A little less squishy.
And they're off, and the halflings are going to get a blitz on me. Oh no.
Good luck.
Just within catching range. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, he's under the ball.
The pre-game luck is off the scale.
Oh, ElSquishy, you should have seen the test match where Murphy took on Red. We had a slight technical issue, so we had to restart, but like the turn 1 was awful. Murphy lost like a third of his team due to throw a rock.
Oh my lord.
It was so brutal. Like literally about 4 players were on the ground, stunned. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and just Squishy is fine if you're wanting to refer to me.
Cool.
In the same way that Red is fine for me, even though my full name is Rustin. I don't get it!
Oh, well. This is unexpected.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I love that you needed a 5 and you got a 5 to be able to pick up the ball then, like to catch the ball.
Well, you see, it's simple. I got, I had this chat with him. We knew exactly what we were doing. Upper Apple Toes did that lovely short box kick just into the opponent's half, and Layman Lemon Oil ran and recovered.
Very nice, very nice. And now he's going to have his his little face caved in, as the kislev decide to take the ball back. Ooh, do you have block?
So kislev blitzers do not come with block. So afraid I'm gonna have to take the push. This is poor. However, I don't think it's completely unmanageable. So kislev blitzers aren't like your regular blitzers. They don't start with block, which is kind of a staple for heavy hitter units. You know, being able to withstand a double down result is powerful. However, they do come up with 2 skills in its replacement: diving tackle and jump up. This makes them really, really good at pinning down pesky units.
I love jump up. It's so good for not losing movement after being, kicked on your ass.
Yes. Speaking of getting kicked on their ass.
I feel something coming. Hiya! Nicely done. Injury! Loses a point of armor? No!
It's alright, he's got spares, unlike me.
He does have spares. He does. An injury this early, though. Ooh,
that was actually a little risky from me. I probably should have done some more movements before trying
was that
to.
A 1 dice or was that a 2 dice?
That was a 2 die.
Oh,
So it was relatively safe, but double skills is always a possibility.
Oh, it is.
You need to respect the chances of you just failing. I'm gonna push out this way, away from Tree Man. Tree Man are strong, but they are bad at moving. That's why I've left my dodge roll till last. Alright. Got a tight formation. Oh, I could just dodge back. Oh well, too late for regrets. Let's go.
Halflings still have the ball. How are they going to deal with this rather tight cage around them? Ooh, tree did not take root. That's always a good sign. A bit more of
I thought you would have
defense.
handed off to that player.
Watch those little halflings run with their little legs. Quite admirable.
If you think about it, the pitch is twice the size for them.
I'm so used to my elves where it's like movement 7 or movement 8 and it's like, oh, and these guys have got movement like 5 and I always feel
No
like,
armor break.
no armor break.
Right.
Though no
Let's
root
do
either.
this.
Oh, you had to take the reroll on it, but it's a free one because of the dodge. Oh, he's going for a pass. God, I should have known you go for the.
Oh!
Fumbled the catch.
Oh, that's a shame.
That
So
is a shame. So?
in Blood Bowl, you can only use one reroll a turn. That's why I couldn't reroll the catch on that one. He already had used one on the throw. This rule doesn't apply for free rerolls, like in the dodge.
Yeah, Blood Bowl 2 meant Red couldn't use it multiple this turn. In the new edition, you can use as many as you like a turn, which is an interesting choice. Like, I'm not too sure which rule I prefer, because there's merit to both. Being limited to one a turn forces you to be slightly more careful with how you choose to play, whereas knowing that you can just use as many as you want in a turn, I feel like early game you're more likely to just rush through all your rerolls, and then you're going to feel a bit sore near the end of the game. Though I'd be interested to see how they implement it in Blood Bowl 3.
Blood Bowl 3 is the same as the tabletop edition. It is multiple rerolls a turn. It is to favour more difficult plays.
They haven't put all the teams in yet, though, have they? Because Blood Bowl 2 has all the teams because of the fact that, well, it's been around a while, so they've already slowly brought in all the all the teams. Do we know which teams are on Blood Bowl 3 already?
It is. This is going off memory, so do not take this as gospel. High elves, not high elves, dark elves, humans, Old World Alliance, Black Hawks, Chaos, and I think Nurgle, and that might be. Oh, and Skaven, and that might be it.
I do want to have a go at some point. I'm a firm believer in don't judge until you try.
And lizard men have just been added.
Ooh.
So my apologies, I forgot about that.
Acid Boy will be happy.
Yes, but currently no stunty teams, which makes me sad.
Sad red.
Sad red, sad. So, for the benefit of chat, stunty teams are such as halflings, goblins, and the ogres, technically, are teams where the majority of the players have the stunty trait, which makes them easier to hurt, but more importantly, ignore modifiers when dodging, making them slippery.
There it is.
Ooh!
I knew that was coming eventually. I could feel it. I was just wondering where.
Ooh, at least no armor break, but that could have been bad.
Oh,
Oh, that's also
Oh.
good. Oh,
Nearly
nice,
had a
nice
opinion.
recovery. Nice recovery.
That does use my reroll for the turn,
It does.
Which is
Weird to have
bad.
that.
Has it?
which is bad in any turn that requires you to pick up the ball. And I've got a lot of locked up players at the moment, and not many options.
Yes, Squishy has done a rather good job of marking a fair number of your players.
I do have to admit, it does currently feel like you have more players on the pitch than me. Like, massively so. More than just, like, one extra.
Coming from the guy who plays Nobblers most of the time, where he gets to sneak additional Nobblers on the pitch, so it's not actually 11 versus 11, it's normally 11 versus 14. That's always good fun. They make excellent trip hazards.
Let's go with...
I wonder how the Noblars do that. Do you reckon they've got like
Oh.
Do you reckon they've got like trench coats or something?
No, it's...
Go on.
In the lore, it is that they are short enough and so bad at staying in one position that the ref can't count them properly.
Oh my lord, that's actually quite funny.
Oh, I love them all.
Right.
Normally, I can only ingest a small amount of lore per sort of niche. But Blood Bowl is just so funny. Like, I can just absorb all of it. It's great.
It is a bit of a comedy show.
Oh, I love a comedy show. And any games that make you laugh, please, please, please suggest them, and I will play them. I love games that make you like have to stop because you're in stitches.
I am really struggling with this ball this half, aren't I?
Ooh, bam. Armor break? No. So, what did everyone have for dinner? Or is having for dinner later if you have not already had dinner? I don't think about food constantly. You think about food constantly.
Jazzy has offered to do me a teriyaki salmon with noodles. It's going to be a new one for her. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Teriyaki salmon is always
Oh, I really am sorry.
Red's gonna have to replace half his team by the next. No long-term effects. Okay, that's good. That's good. And I.
To be fair, all I now know is that fouling is fine.
Ooh, yes. You see,
Oh, yeah,
I feared the fact that my first match is going to be going up against Murphy and Kislev because they end up being very punchy, and then my second round is going to be against one of the other very punchy teams, which is the Lizardmen. And I looked at what Acid Boy had built his team like, and oh, it looks punchy. And I'm just playing soft, squishy elves, so we'll see. We'll see how many. Red, we'll see how many injuries you get versus me.
Yes. Ooh. And as the cookie crumbles, you get the ball.
I don't know what to do with it from here. I didn't think I'd get this far. The start of the game has just been so hectic that I didn't think I'd get this far.
Remind me to never invite you on a bank heist, SoSquishy.
Yeah. I'd get the money and be like, what do I do?
We ran! Oh.
Ooh. Man, the armor breaks are way in my favour. The kickoff was in your favour, but like, I think I'm getting very lucky with these rolls, I will admit.
You're also rolling so high on the injury thing. Like, you haven't had a single stunned yet.
Your rolls are fire.
Oh, they are.
They are so far, but if I've learnt anything about this game is the longer you talk like that, the shorter the truth.
Quick, keep saying it, keep saying it.
Alright, I think that's pretty tight.
So normally, Blood Bowl games are the replacement of actual war, like battlefields and stuff. So, what do you think the grumble is between the halflings and the kislev? What do you think would have resulted in war, but instead resulted in this match happening?
I think it's the halflings being annoyed at the fact that they weren't allowed to eat one of the bears from the Kislev homeland.
Would a halfling eat a bear?
Halfling would
The
eat pretty much
halflings.
anything.
So what you're telling me is halflings are basically little Labradors. Ooh, good dodges. So thanks to Stunty, a halfling will always succeed on a dodge on a 3 and up. A halfling with a agility bonus is insane.
I don't get modifiers from... Oh, those are strength 2. Interesting.
Who is strength?
I don't get modifiers from enemy tackle zones while dodging. things like tentacles and prehensile tail still apply, which is the only reason I'm making that exception. Right, no, I gotta declare. Let's declare it and then do this one at a time, and I'll decide whether I want to actually make the block in a moment.
You do have plenty of time. You do have it. Oh my goodness.
Step by step is also a very good plan. I like the fact that you can program it to do individual steps so that you can plan for if there's failure, so that you don't end up with failure cascade.
Yeah.
Will you continue his movement?
Oh, it was going to happen eventually, but you're unlucky to get another KO.
Oh, you're definitely running out of players now. That's 4 off.
Yeah. 4 off in 4 turns. That's 1 off a turn.
I think it was 3 turns.
Yeah.
We're now
yeah.
on turn
Yeah.
4. Neither of you have had your turn. Hi,
Yeah.
Moss.
Ouch.
So Red is missing 4 of his players. It's just started turn 4. He's lost 4 players in 3 turns. 2 of which are injured. Ooh. It's turning out to be a bit of a spicy meatball of a game so far.
It is proving to be quite rough.
Yeah, toasty. How is the chat stay going? Have you done anything nice on this lovely Saturday? Halflings aren't your worry. It's the Khemri and the lizard men, which are the really bashy, scary ones. Lord loss. And they're the first people I'm fighting in the first 2 rounds.
Guild up Kislev can get very scary because they can jump wherever they want to go.
Oh, they're little leapy beans.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. You should be okay. Lizard men are pretty punchy, but they get really scary once you've given them a few level ups. So, honestly, it's slightly better to get them over and done with. If you're in the league, you're against me last. We're gonna have a little Elfie on the Elfie time. Just, nice dodgy
You nearly
game.
said action.
Little dodgy game at the end where we probably won't even bother throwing punches.
I really want to go for it 1 space forward, but I've got no rerolls and I don't trust Nuffle today.
Have you prayed to Nuffle?
I can't remember, so I'm gonna do something else. Oh lordy. I think I just need to tie down the faster moving players here.
So you said faster moving.
That's good that it didn't go awful. That's really good. You'll be fine, Lord Loss. You'll be fine.
The key with Lizard Man, if you're playing an elf team, is stay away from the Sauruses and hit the skinks, because they cannot handle the ball if they don't have any skinks.
Yeah. Aim for taking out a skink or 2. It will definitely help in the late game. And practice your dodging, taking like the sort of dodge 1 step back, to give yourself a bit of a buffer away from the Sauruses. Like, one of the nice things about elves is doing loose caging. Because we've got such high agi, you can do like 1 step back walls where each time that, to try and defend, the way you defend with elves is you try and have a sort of air gap of 1 square. And to maintain that, you have to practice your dodges. But it does slow people down because obviously they can't easily dodge between your little defense wall.
Another one that I would throw in for playing against Lizardmen personally is, if you're really pushed up against a wall, don't be afraid to throw a desperate block. because none of their team has block or... I mean, the skinks have dodge, but like a Saurus, don't be afraid to, if you really, really need to, throw a disadvantage block, because if you could take them both down and that would be in your favor in a pinch. Also, very unlucky dodge rolls.
At least he didn't go off the pitch.
Yeah. I think I might play just a hint pacifist and just try and lock down the halflings rather than just try and get them sent off. Because, I mean, the tree folk are like way off. And I will do their dodge rolls later, but like the touchdown is assured, and I just want to have rerolls, so making it to the next half will be paramount.
Touchdown assured is a very confident statement there.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have been so.
It is as soon as he got onto the right hand side of the pitch, I didn't have the movement to catch it back up again. So I can't reach him in any meaningful way.
That's fair.
As is the penalty of stunty. Generally, as soon as you get past the main line, there's very little they can do about it anymore.
I think I'm gonna start with this guy. Ooh.
Happy to give advice anytime. Like, how many years have I been playing BloodBowl now? Is it like 5? Red, is it like 5 years that I've been playing BloodBowl?
Too many and not enough simultaneously?
Finally, another break in the opposite direction. Things are starting to equal out. Yes, I need more BloodBowl in my future. Hence, we're playing games.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could throw a load of dodgers and throw a disadvantage block against the ball carrier. Oh no, the Dreamer activated instead. Yep, that'll do it.
Reg, don't you have a halfling stood next to your other treeman? Why don't you... Dead!
Oh! Jim! Now I really regret not naming my my teammates something funny.
First blood.
First death of the tourney.
Oh my god!
May he rest in peace, you sweet lineman.
That was that treeman being so angry that you injured two of his little halfling friends, and then he's just there like, bam, bam, just dead.
Yes, unfortunately, the answer is the throw teammate won't reach. It only gets as far as the other tray.
Shame.
Yeah, throw teammate is a haphazard tactic, but oh damn, does it make for some undisputably BloodBowl moments.
Oh, you guys are not dodging well. Oh.
Dodging's all I've got!
Dodging's all you've got. You've got dodge.
It'd be interesting to take a look at the stats after this, because actually, you rolled 2 2s there. That's just... I'm going to run it in, because... Like, I don't want to put a halfling team at the start of a tournament, like, in a bad position by killing one of your guys too, you know?
Oh, it's fine, I'll just kill you back.
Understood, but this is why I'm trying to stay away from the tree man.
Not to put you off, Lord Lost, they're not normally this bloody. Though I play elves, so this might just be what it's like when it's not elves.
I did get some luck. As per normal, it's the not in-game luck that I got, as I'm sure.
Okay,
sure
at
you
least
will.
all your knockouts. Your babe did well. Your bloodweight babe did you get?
Yeah, that really is good.
It brings me back up to 11 players.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the question. Do I go for the equalizing touchdown, or do I go on trying to secure board control and go for the touchdown next half? do I play risky and risk a win, or do I play safe and secure a draw?
I think that's only something that you can choose. And yes, Lord Loss, yes, they do just leave the corpse on the side of the pitch.
It's to intimidate the other players.
Yeah, a little bit. No player may leave the pitch during the game's hours.
We'll tell his
Including those
widow
which are
he
dead.
died. We'll tell his widow he died in a lumberjacking accident.
But until 2148 of the Blood Bowl calendar, there was the rule that there was no limit on the number of players who could join a team during a match.
What?
But that was changed after a match between Chaos and a halfling team resulted in the loss of an entire town.
The loss. Oh god.
What are you doing then?
Yes,
Good
Squishy,
question.
what is your setup for your last...
I actually quite like that formation.
Ooh, You're braver than me. I hate putting my guys on the edge.
This game it's not so risky. Against elves, I would never do this.
Why? Because you fear we dodge in and then line up so that we could just kick him straight out the pitch.
I don't think the halflings are going to be able to push a blitzer off the edge. Not with a blitzer on the inside watching their flank. I have a feeling he might get another blitz, so I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, sure, why not?
Story of my week, I need to do, when I can actually walk again, I'm going to have to do a tiny bit of plaster rework in my sitting room because Bruce decided to take a bite out of my wall. That stupid rabbit. I mean, I love him, but just grrr. Now I have to do more DIY, and I painted that wall literally like 6 months ago. But yes, no, little rabbits will nibble, and little rabbits decided that my wall looked tasty, so there's now tiny little nibble marks out of my plaster. So that was my week.
Are your walls perchance made of lettuce?
Last I checked, no, but I haven't had a surveyor in to tell me what my walls are made of, so for all I know, they're made out of chocolate.
No wonder the rabbits are at it. Oh wow, you're really going spaced out.
Oh, don't tempt chocolates and rabbits with chocolate. I had to spend one of my birthdays where I had planned a night out with, a nice meal out with family, and I ended up having to have a night in and have takeaway because one of my rabbits decided to attack my Easter chocolate, and there was a little bit of bunny-on-bunny cannibalism as one of my rabbits ate the ears off of one of those Lindt chocolate rabbits.
I start with the ears as well on the limp bunnies, in all fairness. Your rabbit's got it right.
It's such thick chocolate, but she ate the whole of the ears, and so it was that moment of, yes, my rabbit has consumed this many grams of chocolate rabbit, and having to be on the phone with a vet, and just...
Oh my lord. Is it
Don't
like
let
dogs
rabbits-
then? Where...
poisonous.
Oh my lord.
I mean, she didn't need to have her
Did
stomach
she
pumped,
need any-
but we had to keep an eye on her for the next 24 hours.
And the rabbit was fine?
Oh, she was fine. Yeah, no, she was fine. Just smug.
Right.
She escaped, climbed upstairs, went into my spare room where I was storing the chocolate out of the way, and pulled the rabbit out of the box.
Shall we have
rabbit
some
was-
fun?
That rabbit was determined to eat that chocolate rabbit. Come on, little halfling, you got this.
Praise be to Nuffle.
One quick prayer to
Forever fortune favour. For the land of the
He's
dumb.
doing it! He's beginning to believe. Will the halfling land on his feet?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We believe in you.
Oh, it's
That
a 1 on the third teammate, now it's a 2.
It's a 2, he needs a 2 up.
Oh no!
Injured! Oh, Red, you are having such a bad turn with all of these injuries.
I freaking love the gusto you went in with that, though. That is so good. Oh,
Oh, failed by 1. If I had stuck that landing, that would have been a score!
Someday you'll do a one-turn touchdown.
One day I'll manage it. I have never achieved one in my entire stunty playing career.
really? You've never done one?
I have never managed it.
So I did one once with my goblin team, the Cornwall Cronies. That was pretty fun. With goblins, it's a little complicated because the ogre has a chance to eat the goblin.
Yes. Goblins are the team least likely to manage it. Halflings are the team most likely to manage it.
I hope it happens this tourney for you, man, honestly.
As it said every tourney.
Can you take any level ups that will help in, your one-turn touchdown stratagem?
The only one you can take as halflings that help is sprint, which gives you an extra square to reach the touchdown line with. So the scatter can be a little more out of your favour.
So you can't. I'm guessing the trees already have all of the additional things to help with the throwing. And
yes, the trees come with strong arm, which is why halflings are the best team at doing it. Because they're the only ones where you don't have a trait that can stop the tree acting, and you have a trait that aids in the throw.
That's cool.
But yeah, no. Pass isn't affected by throw teammate. Sure feet doesn't affect throw teammate. Other than sprint and strong arm, there are no other traits that affect it. Oh, actually, I do tell a lie. The agility of the landing player matters too. So if I get lucky and roll a double and get an agility 4-1, then I go out from a 50% chance of landing to a 67% chance of landing.
Nice. So that's what you're crossing your fingers and your toes for.
Hoping for.
I'm hoping to put sidestep on my ball dancers.
Oh dear. It's hard to pick up that ball, in all fairness. It's very spiky.
Are you sure it's not that the fact that like a halfling just tried to, be thrown?
There's halfling.
Maybe the dead halfling is still holding on to it. Not dead, but he looks dead.
Halfling blood is all over it.
Yeah, it's
kind of wet and sticky. It's still sharp because of the spikes. Are we sure the halfling just didn't land on top of the ball?
I imagine halfling blood is just so thick with diabetes.
It's like a syrup.
Do you think vampires would get hyper after feeding on halfling blood?
I've now got the image of vampires having pancakes with,
halfling blood on top. Yeah, that's really funny. Unlucky block rolls.
Yeah.
Unlucky block rolls. Though
My luck is not there today.
At least you had the option of push. Double skulls is always your worst enemy.
True.
Stunned. Nice.
I'm sorry.
Is someone preparing a foul? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
No!
Oh dear.
No armor break. No more injury. It was just stunned again.
Oh.
I was about to say,
Blood
that
for the
armor
blood
break
god.
one was huge.
turn of the half.
I think I could still do this.
You could with where your players are positioned. It would be a little bit risque.
It's
But
going
you
to
could.
require a throw. So yeah, what's your...
It would require a throw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 going for it as well.
Yeah. It's a throw, a hand, either a throw, a handoff, and 2 going for it, or a a short throw, or a quick throw and 4 going for it.
Alright, he got the halfling blood off of it. Short pass, let's go.
Success!
Oh my lord! Okay.
Okay, so now you want
I'm
to
just
do a
gonna
run
go
and
for
2
it.
going for it. You
Yeah,
got this.
I'm just gonna go for it. Literally.
Come on.
Now,
Touchdown!
I've got to say, the rolls during game are fire. The fact I've got no re-rolls, oh my lord, I was so worried.
Also, by doing that, you protect yourself from getting fouled again.
Yes.
Reg, you just need to steal all the rerolls again.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be making a difference.
I don't think I'm going to have enough money to replace that lineman, you know. For the next match. I think I'm going to start the next game with a player down. It'd be interesting to see how that affects me in the next match.
You should get a sub, because if you can't field 11, you will get given a sub, which will be a normal lineman, but they will have the keyword loner, which means you only have a half
yes,
chance
I forget
of
about that
using the
mechanic.
reroll.
Yeah. I remember that now.
So, you won't be a man down, you just might have a man less willing to do your bidding.
Oh, another high kick.
Another high kick.
To be fair, they do have very strong legs.
They do.
Down on the catch.
Shame.
Now, a turn 1 touchdown, could it be possible from this?
No, I messed up the setup.
Oh. I can't believe how many injuries and death we've had so far, and it's only halfway through.
Yeah.
Actually, if that treatment takes 2 steps back, maybe you could.
No, because
back 30s?
the problem is the halfling has to be unactivated and the treatment has to be on the line.
Oh, I didn't realise the treatment had to be on the line.
Otherwise, you don't have the range for it.
Actually, you still could. You still could. Hang on. If you got Arthur
I know.
Appletoes-
I've noticed a way.
Fair enough. You're just choosing violence instead.
No, I'm setting up the conditions.
Oh, I'll leave you to it.
Bam! Nicely done. Ooh, hungry.
Oh, in the
Injury! Now you're turning the tables. Now
It
you're
is
evening it
balls.
out. No long-term effects. Okay, but at least he's not here for the second half.
oh, in his balls.
This is turning out to be such a bloody game. Just as the game title dictates, we're actually getting blood on the pitch. Successful pickup. Little run.
Now, will a pass like that interrupt with the throw teammate?
No.
You got this.
Ooh.
Successful catch. Oh, you're gonna bring your treeman in and then do the yes. And he didn't take root. Very nice. Very nice. Come on. 1-turn touchdown. Come on. Halfling 1-turn touchdown.
Is today the day?
It's gonna be today. We have to be positive.
A 6 on the throw, teammate.
6 on the road,
And the
teammate.
land! And the scatter! Ooh!
He sticks the landing!
He stuck the landing! Come on! Come on! Come on!
You've got a re-roll for that going for it. Do it.
That's 5
Come on!
movement!
Come on! Come on! Come on! You got to! You got to!
Yes!
Yeah!
touchdown!
That is amazing.
Yay! This was the day! This was the day!
And
You
with a
finally
magnificent
did it!
mustache. And that mustache is the icing on the cake.
You actually finally got your one-turn touchdown!
That actually
Oh,
changes the game fairly heavily.
oh
Yes, it
Red,
does.
well done.
Now it's well within your capability to equalise.
Oh yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, at the beginning of this, I don't know if anyone remembers, Sedan. What did I predict that the game was going to be? One stolen. So
Yep.
So Squishy still has
2-1 with a 2-1 with a one-turn touchdown, I believe you said.
I said, yeah, one-turn touchdown. So now I just need. No, I said near one-turn touchdown.
Yes.
It was 2-1 to ElSquishy, and that you would do a near miss with a touchdown, like one-turn touchdown. So I wasn't quite right with the one-turn touchdown, but I am
No,
right
'cause
with the score.
Because I did have a near miss with a one-turn touchdown when I did it the time before.
Okay, so now I just need neither of you to actually score for my prediction to be correct.
The question is, do I brazenly try to do it again right off the bat?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm halflings. If I'm not doing this, nobody is.
It is the way.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to do that as the one change.
Are you gonna set up so that you've got at least a little bit of cannon fodder behind the
Now I wonder, will the kickoff table go in my favour for once?
Well,
hey,
stop kicking it so high!
Stop kicking it so. Oh my god! No! Stop doing this!
that's 3 times in a row. 3.
That's so unlikely.
And he caught it. Oh, Squishy.
A strong start. A strong start. Man, playing against halflings, you always underestimate them. Especially in the hands of a player who knows what they're doing.
Oh, Red is experienced with little halflings. Like,
The little people are my friends. I'm basically Gandalf.
you are basically Gandalf.
I love the strategy of you putting the 2 trees together so one can free up the other. It's clever, I like that.
It also makes it virtually impenetrable if something goes wrong behind the lines. It means I always have the firm space.
Oh, don't tell me he's going to do it again. He's going to try it.
I'm going to try it. This is a bit more risky because I'm taking a bit more of a risky approach.
So run the row.
Run past the row. It's just inaccurate.
Just inaccurate. But that also means it's not gonna.
It is inaccurate regardless. And there's the turnover.
At least you still have 3 dudes on the ball.
So let me give you my thought process there. I did the re-roll because I really wanted it to be on that halfling. But from the moment I had to use that re-roll, I wasn't going to do the throw teammate this turn. Even if that pass succeeded, I was going to hold a turn.
That is fair. That is fair.
Because I feel like I'm in a good position, and that re-roll for the throw teammate roll dramatically increases the chances of succeeding.
What is the probability? Do you know off the top of your head?
For halflings to succeed in a one-turn touchdown, when they have a team re-roll, assuming that they have the ball, it is 67%. If they don't have the ball, it's 48%. If they don't have their team re-roll, it drops to like 37%.
Dang.
For goblins, the chance of achieving it when they don't have the ball and they don't have a team re-roll is something like 6%.
That's not very high.
And for those listening in the chat who might be interested, I normally play ogres, who in the latest edition get kick teammates, which makes the odds very fun because it makes it a 67% chance of succeeding, and more hilariously and interestingly, a 45% chance of injuring the Noblar in the process.
Oh, dude, that sounds really funny, actually.
Because
it's very fun.
kick teammate lets you do two throw teammate actions a turn, but when you do the kick, you roll the armor before you see if they land.
Seems a little ogre powered. Nice one, Sedan.
To see if you just cleave the Noblar's head off with your foot.
Ogre powered. Oh my lord, I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Unspect.
That
Okay.
we
You know-
have a very puntacular team in this chat today.
Please tell me you're about to try and leap onto the ball.
Do it.
I think I'm about to. I'm gonna do the kislev thing. Look at me, Mum. Oh!
Okay.
So,
okay.
you roll a 1.
Come on,
Um,
come on, come on.
I think I can re-roll that. Oh yeah, it's a 6!
It's a 6.
Oh,
Oh, but no picky uppy.
but that is not the worst placement for me.
No, that's not too bad. That makes us interesting.
This side. Ogre hardly knew her. Oh, so damn. I love Leap. I love Leap as an ability, but I have killed more of my own wood elves with Leap than having succeeded Leap. Ooh, bam. No armor.
No armor break.
Hey, Flame Bunny, I knew someone who had a war dancer who, on their first leap, died. Was that yours?
That was one of mine.
Oh my lord, that is so unlucky.
Oh, I have killed so many war dancers due to Leap. Like, I think I've probably killed more of my own war dancers through using Leap than I've had war dancers killed by other people.
War dancer, that is an expensive mistake as well.
It's
my goodness.
120k for a war dancer?
I think it's 150 in this one. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me.
I can't
Don't quote me, bro.
Oh, it's all I know is it's not cheap. I decided with this one, with my spare cash, to dump my spare 20k in fan factor, with the knowledge of I'm probably going to end up losing at least one of my war dancers at some point, and I would love to be able to get the cash to at least maybe replace them before the final match.
Oh, I'm not too sad about that failure state. That could be worse. It could be better, but it could be worse.
That's true. Though you do only have one halfling marking the ball.
I do only have one halfling marking the ball.
Is not the best, but you've still got a fair number on their feet, which is pretty good.
And I do have a big wall of tackle zones blocking the majority
I'm learning
their players.
this. I'm learning this. Oh,
It's a long way
it's
around to get
Leap
somewhere
again
useful.
yet.
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm gonna have to start freeing up some players.
Yeah, I think this match is going to be a bit of a grueling trench fest in the second half.
I mean, one of you has to prove me wrong in touchdown. I can't have my prediction at the beginning of this game actually come true. Because I predicted this score outcome 2-1, so you need to make it so I'm not right.
I don't know, we could have the Oracle Bunny with us.
No, there's too much responsibility
And you'd have a huge conflict of interest with your own matches.
I really would. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, yes, I'm going to win with 100 touchdowns. And then I'll have, like, Murphy give me that look of, you do know there's only, like, 16 turns, right? What is the maximum number of touchdowns you can physically? Is it
In
like
theory, 16.
in theory?
Because a touchdown causes a turnover, and you have 16 rounds of play.
I'm
So-
actually going to say, actually,
Actually,
because one of the kickoff events turns the turn counter back 1 turn.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yep.
Ooh, so is the potential actually 32? If you were so lucky as to get that every kickoff?
If you had infinite luck, or as I prefer to call it, infinite improbability, you would indeed be able to achieve 32 scores in 1 turn. And I like that. I like that a lot.
That is unfortunate. At
That's
least no
big.
armor
That's
breaks.
big.
No armor breaks there.
Oh, he's going to be able to secure that now.
He is, and he's got a free treeman, but no one to hand off to as far as.
I was thinking about pinning the tree man, but I honestly, at this point, I valued my players just a little bit much more because I've already had one die.
Zaphod Beeblebrox. Yeah. I like that name.
We're playing at Spa. There's no need for me to rush, so I'm not rushing.
What was the naming conventions you two used for your teams?
You first, Squish. You first.
I'm sad to say that I just went with the random names. I really wish that I took the time to make some funny names and whatnot, especially since mine was the first death of the tourney.
One of
It
your
would have been. I
line's
could
called
have done a lot
Boris.
with it.
You've got a Boris.
I do have a Boris. Oh, and there goes Yuri.
Bye, Yuri.
He is not on ice. Oh, he is on ice now.
Right, and I'm happy with that.
Red, what was your naming convention?
I'm sure if you look at a few of my players, you might be able to work it out.
Okay, we have got Sharma Strawberry Paw. Strawberry Paw. The W has got ended up on a third line.
Yes.
Merzin Mangotan. Goose Grapeskin. I'm getting a foodie vibe, and I'm getting a... What's the proper term for when you have the same letter twice? An R for apple toes.
Alliteration? Alliterary names.
Yes.
The literary fruit names.
Fun.
So
You know,
or is he not born to make history? What, Boris? Are we talking about Boris, or are we talking about Yuri?
Yeah, well, that's a Yuri on Ice reference. I get that one.
Okay, I haven't seen that. I'm glad one of the people in voice chat has.
See,
anime.
See, I was taking that as being kicked into orbit by a treeman. As Yuri was the first man to orbit the Earth as well.
Yes, he was. And Appletoes is about to fall on his ass here.
Oh, yeah. Bounce.
Oh, it's by the tree.
For a second, I thought that was going into the tree's hands.
It's a good show with a banging opening. I might watch that this weekend then.
It's one of my sister's favourite animes, and it's interesting. It's a fun watch. If you're watching it with friends, I would say it's not the worst in the world. You could be doing a lot worse things with your time.
So it's not so bad that I need to make a drinking game around it, because I can't drink for another week and a bit.
No, it's there are actually scenes which are quite impressive. It's about ice skating, and some of the scenes where they are ice skating are actually quite impressively animated. But I feel that a lot of the fandom watches it because it's just got a lot of BL in it, a lot of man-on-man love.
Fair. Cool. I'm fine with that. Okay,
But I can reflect on what it is as well.
Oh my god!
Lord Loss, I have seen the ball go onto a tree once. The issue is movement on the tree. It's hard to get the ball back off the tree, but yeah, trees have movement too, and the length of the pitch is how
It,
many
it
squares? Like 12?
it's 11 from the center line to the touchdown line, and while the tree can make it, they also have a 1 in 6 chance of being able to never walk again.
Yes, there's a chance that they'll take root. So there's a very good chance that they'll get halfway and then decide that they want to stay there for the rest of their life, or until they get pushed over.
Yes.
By an axe.
Or just uprooted. You know,
By an angry Russian?
Or like a
Alright.
Krogsagor there, like I'm going to, you know, put you on your
Movement
arms.
for days. Whoop. Oh my lord.
Oh, that was actually very important. That was very important.
And succeeded a dodge. Dang!
That was pretty tight. I am liking Kislev.
That is what I would refer to as cheeky.
That was
cheeky long legs.
I might go as far as to say that was cheeky breaky. That was sneaky and oh my lord. Can't believe I got it away from you.
That was a very nice success.
The prediction is kind of looking on at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to get the touchdown.
I don't know, you've still got plenty of turns. There's, what, 5 turns left? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if I am the psychic meanie. That tree is a bit thunderous. Oh, and it's a BAM. Which means he's going to have tackle zone on you. Oh no, he didn't follow up.
I didn't.
No movement? Or... You would have had to do going for it, wouldn't you?
I would have had to go. No, so because I did the block, I could have followed up. What I wanted was the 2-player line known as a gate.
Ah, yes. Yes.
This is because the tackle zones for that runner are now what I would refer to as spicy.
So if you were ahead, having the tree hold onto it is kind of a plan. A little bit, because if I just hover over one of the trees, you can see they are strength 6. So unless you have another big guy on your team, it's quite hard to actually get favourable dice, let alone 2 favourable dice. So it's actually a very genuine good idea. Did he fail another dodge? Oh.
He used diving tackle, which was part of my objective. I wanted that to trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, it is actually a half decent idea if you want to try and slow down the other guy. So I think the only elf team that gets trees is the Wood Elves. We get up to 1 tree, I think it is. They're good fun. I do sometimes run a tree, but my favourite sort of setup is 2 war dancers, because I like how sort of they're reasonably tanky for squishy elves. Yeah. Also, they wind up my opponents, especially like Murphy and Red. Hiya! Stunned. Okay.
I like the animation of the Kislev attack. It wasn't enough for them to just punch someone, was it?
No, they needed to do it with
get
their super long
acrobatic on
legs. Yes, this is when you roll acrobatics rather than athletics.
You know, I don't think the Kislev leg is actually long. I think that they're just flexible.
Bendy.
They do yoga. That's what's going on.
Okay. Now I want to see art of someone, like where someone has drawn Kislev doing yoga.
Very specific, but yes, me too.
Okay, just imagine them doing like the really weird bendy stretches where it's like you're standing on one leg and you've tucked the other leg up behind your head and you're just there like, namaste.
Yeah, he's like, reach for the bear.
Now I have the image of the instructor actually being a bear. Thank you for this mental image.
I think I'm
It was
gonna.
girls that got pigs, wasn't it?
Yes, they got the beer pig.
And that only came in the new edition, so on Blood Bowl 2 you don't have the pig, but on Blood Bowl 3 do you think they'll bring in the pig?
They will, because they're trying to make it identical to the tabletop.
I want animations of the pig.
Shoot.
There is a lot of halfling bodies on the floor.
There is.
Better start standing them boys up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that seems to be a bit of a your problem.
Ooh, that tree man was thirsty.
I actually couldn't see that center dice for a second then.
Justice then.
Now, help me out here with a bit of lore. Why do the tree folk help the halflings?
Is it a reference
So
to Lord of the Rings, or is it...
a little bit. So in world, the halflings come from Mootland, which borders Athelion, which is the home of the wood elves and the treemen. So the halflings' territory borders the living forest.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I that's the thing about Blood Bowl. You don't know whether things are going to make sense or if there's a silly reason for the way things are, you know?
Yes.
Oh, I got it.
At least it's just a stun.
Yes.
Ooh, I've moved him a bit too far forward.
Dun dun dun. I mean, you could always do a going for it, move it back again.
No. I'm going to veto on that idea entirely. I am going to instead pin the little folk.
Ah.
Not the pinning.
Oh, no, it'd be really useful if I had a kislev over there. Alright,
Maybe
here's
you
how I'm
should
going to
put
do
one
it.
over there.
I will. Hang on.
Does the
The-
halfling treeman have the same rules as the wood elf one? I think so. Red, do you remember?
There's one difference.
Yeah. I think so.
Ours doesn't have loner.
That was it. So loner
So-
is basically
50 chance to ignore a reroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, wood elf sort of treemen are stubborn, and they don't like being told what to do. So if they're told throw, well, we don't have anything we can throw.
Throw hands.
Do this, and it's like nat one. You can try to use a reroll, and then, but because he's got loner, you have to roll a dice beforehand, and if it's a 4, 5, or 6, you get to use the reroll. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, you lose the reroll as if you've used it, but you don't actually get to use it. So it is a little tricky. I tend to just play by the rule that you never use a reroll on your treatment.
They rarely need it if you're not throwing teammates, in fairness.
True. If I know that everyone else is bringing quite bashy teams, I would normally throw a treeman in there instead of a second war dancer. Just so I've got something of similar sort of strength. But this league looks to be about 50-50 between bashy and not bashy. So I was quite happy bringing my 2 war dancer sort of setup.
So, one thing about Blood Bowl 2 which I seem to remember is that dwarves are very, very strong in this edition. And so I was almost glad to see no dwarf teams. I was kind of thinking, that there'd be at least one. But no one's gone for it. And, yeah, so... I guess just took the opportunity to make a bit of a peculiar team, which is Kislev with no bear.
I have to take a very risky play here. And I don't like it.
Ooh. That's a lot of dice.
Okay, explain where you're going, because we don't get to see the dice. Oh dear.
So he essentially went for 3 dodge rolls of going for it and a block, which it was his only move, but it was rough.
This game has been rough.
I'm just going to run it in again. I'm starting to realise that my team is not very punchy at all. I just want to secure touchdowns. I want to play ball, you know.
And you got a level up.
Yeah,
Wait.
and that's on the catcher who's already got 4 agility. So this is going to be an exciting player. One to keep an eye on in tourney, perhaps.
I must
I
admit,
hope anyway.
I do agree with Lord Loss. You had the option of a bear and you didn't take it? Like, what? But it's a fluffy bear!
Yes, yeah, like the bears are cute, and they do the same Cossack dance when they score a touchdown, which is amazing. Yes, they do.
Dancing bear! Okay,
Yeah.
we need to vow now. Squishy needs to lose the league. Just he needs to come dead last.
No.
I don't care what it
Squishy
takes.
has had one of his things die. He needs to replace it with a bear.
That's
Yes.
true. That's true. That was the whole thing with my team. So I'm fascinated by the blitzers on this team and wanted to focus more of my game plan around them. But the bear being quite interesting does reduce my punchiness, obviously. In this game, for example, I don't think it would have done me too many favors. I mean, it comes with prehensile tail, which is good for pinning down players, but I've already got the blitzers for that. And
I know it's
How
the
does a bear have a
frenzy.
presentile tail?
he's got a chain on his arm that he swings around and
Oh, God.
catches people when they try and.
Okay. I was trying to
When they
picture
try
a
and run
bear
off.
with a prehensile tail then, and I was like, this just does not make
Not
sense.
work, yeah.
This does
But
not
I can
compute.
understand
No computation has been taken, and just, yeah, no. Okay, but
No.
if it's a chain, that's
Yeah.
I mean, sad. Like,
The thing
I mean,
with-
poor little guy, but it makes
The thing with kislev, they are essentially reskinned Slam, which in their original rules they had a Croxigor, which has a prehensile tail. So they didn't just rename the perk just for the bear. It's just a reskin of a team, really.
Yes.
That treatment hates that player.
Yeah, this has happened at the start of every drive.
Alright.
Oh, mighty blow.
Just a stun.
Yuri on ice again!
Fury on ice! No! Come on, little halfling. You got this.
Oof.
You've got 2 turns. Are you feeling brave? Or
Going
maybe
for the
next turn.
5 up.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, take your time, mate.
So,
Oh, check
for
the
anyone who
pack.
doesn't know, weather. The weather is now sweltering heat. Roll a d6 for each player on the pitch at the end of a drive. Ooh.
And they have a chance of
Inaccurate.
knocking out.
Ooh. On a 1, they've got a chance of knocking out. Kislev, second to last turn.
So yeah, apologies for no bear. I actually used that aspect of my team to write a bit of the lore that you guys told me to write for the team. I've had it that the coach lost his old bear friend, and that he's adventuring and manning a Blood Bowl team in search of his old bear companion. And if I get a chance to hire a star player or buy a bear, then I can just say, "Oh, there he is. We found him, guys."
Okay, I like that plan. He'll turn it around. He'll get a bear. Yes. Squishy will get a bear.
Mordoth Ramsteak is not happy after this game. The coach is furious. We have drilled these moves to completion. We've come up to the pass and the meat is raw. It's unacceptable.
Oh, for anyone who isn't experienced with Blood Bowl, yes, the reason that the pass went so off to one side was the fact that it wasn't a nat 1, so it wasn't a failed pass, but it was an inaccurate pass because it didn't reach the 4-up required to achieve the pass accurately. So you then roll for a random direction, and it will travel in that direction. Final turn. Can red do another one-turn touchdown? Can lightning strike twice? He doesn't have anyone touching his tree, so we won't have any negatives to the throw. So the question is...
Can he pick up the ball?
Can he pick up the ball?
What is my best way?
He's got one reroll left and one turn left. Can he do it?
I think this is why part of the reason why Blood. This is definitely part of the reason why Blood Bowl is endearing to me. The repeated rolls when you're trying to do something risky just builds up the drama so effectively. Oh no! Just like this! Go on!
Catch! Catch! He's done the catch, but he now doesn't have any rerolls for the throw teammate. But you've got to try. You've got to try.
I've taken root.
You've taken root. That's fine. That doesn't affect your
This is good.
throw. Throw
50% chance?
But the landing
he's
is
whiffed
bad.
it.
Bad
The landing is bad.
We got a halfling down. We got a halfling down.
At least the ball was completely the wrong end for Squishy to get another touchdown.
It's a shame that I failed the pass last turn, because if this was the position I was in at the beginning of my last turn, I might have been able to make something of it.
Yeah. But that is the way of Nuffles. Nuffle will always have a choice in this matter.
Nuffle was not my friend this game.
Nice dodge.
I'm gonna go for the pickup here.
You gonna try for a cheeky throw for a bit of SPP?
You actually have a route to score.
I have a route, but I've got no re-rolls. It's on a prayer. Let's go.
I mean, we love...
Oh, he lifts it.
He fumbles at the first hurdle.
It was a bit much to ask for, but I said I'd always go for those plays.
Oh.
Nice.